there are cultural traditions and spirituality baked into meditation. So I think the biggest misconception is that it's just meditation, that you close your eyes and you just hum or meditate, have someone guide you or through an app for a couple minutes, and then you're good. Like I said, we call it a practice. So you're practicing, you're building up your mind and like your heart to first appreciate you're in the present moment, just ground yourself. It's to teach you to observe how chaotic your thoughts are. Like that's one thing that should be a goal is you can stop and notice and, oh, my mind's racing right now. What does this mean? How can I bring it back? And like little by little, and which is frustrating because it's a very long-term, it's a lifelong practice that you can do. It can be frustrating how slow the process is in the beginning. Because I'll admit, like when I started, I was falling asleep a lot. I'm sure a lot of people do. One thing is if you're falling asleep in meditation, that probably just means you're tired and you're just sleeping. So that's one thing. The other thing is there are many different types of meditation. It's not just sitting down and breathing. That's like a standard type. I know like there's like a term called breath work now, which kind of categorizes that. But there's stuff like, for example, eating meditation, where there's a story of how a monk may take an entire afternoon just to drink one cup of tea.
Wow.
And that could be an exaggeration. That could be a story, but the whole idea is you're trying to really take in and focus on the cup of tea. Or when I used to run it in my organization, it would be like an orange, a tangerine. I find that citrus fruits are very useful because they have a very pungent, or they have a very strong smell. You want to have people really notice, oh, this smell that you take for granted, this fruit that you take for granted, this flavor, texture, appreciate all of it. It took a long time for it to get to you. A tree had to grow it. A farmer had to spend time laboring to make sure a tree was healthy and then pick it. How many truck drivers, how many people worked and packaged it just to get that fruit to you. And once again, going back to awareness and gratitude, that's why it's very important for Buddhists not to waste food, because there's that appreciation that, look, nature had to grow it. And then you can't count how many people it took to labor to bring it over. So going back to eating meditation, you're trying to appreciate it, take it all in, really train your mind to focus on this one thing. And how that relates to what people think of breathing meditation is that in breathing meditation, your focus is your breath. It might be your body. It might be the thoughts in your mind. Similarly, you can put that focus on something else as well, hence eating meditation. And then there's stuff like sleeping meditation, walking meditation. There's a bunch of different varieties that all serve to train in like different ways, train your mind and your heart.